What's up guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm doing an oil change on this 2006 BMW 325xi, and yeah, I got it all jacked up as you can see. It's got the 3.0 liter straight 6 motor. Right now it's got the cover off. I took the cover off and I didn't put it back on because yeah, I still got it, but I just don't have it on right now. Usually there's like a silver grayish cover on here, but I mean, if your motor looks like this, then I'm sure it's the same one. But yeah, here's your oil filter. Here's where you put your oil in when you go to fill it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It takes 7 quarts of oil, maybe a little more. I always drain it out on the bottom, and then I always put 7 quarts back in, and then I run it until it's warm, and then I check the oil, and then see if I have to put in more, but that's usually enough. So right on the bottom here, going to the car, you got your oil fill right here. Usually there's like a big black cover under here, but I actually changed the transmission in here, and I didn't put the cover back on because yeah, I was still doing stuff with it. But right here is your oil fill, and this is usually covered up by a cover. And then there's a small black door here with like a screw, and you just turn this screw knob with a flat screwdriver, and then the door opens, then you can get to this screw or this bolt right here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now I'm just gonna go through the oil that I'm gonna use. I always get my oil at Walmart because it's the cheapest. So you can basically just use any castrol edge as long as it's full synthetic. I usually get the black bottles, but this time I got these bottles. It just has $15,000 or 15,000 miles of warranty on it. So this is basically just a little bit better. But so 5W30 castrol edge, and make sure that it says full synthetic. Right here it says full synthetic. You don't want the synthetic blend. And this oil doesn't void the warranty on the BMW, so this BMW actually says that this works for the car, so it doesn't void your warranty. And I also got this at Walmart, and it's just a synthetic filter. You want to get like you don't want to get like a crappy filter if you're going to be putting synthetic in it. And the motor is made for synthetic, so yeah. And it's not, if you get it at Walmart, it's only like 20 some bucks for one of these. It's not that much more expensive. It's like a couple bucks more. And then you're gonna need what is this? 17 millimeter socket to get the bolt loose under the motor. And this is just an oil filter wrench, but you actually don't need it on this car, since you can just turn it off by hand most of the time. It's right here. If you can't turn it off by hand, put a rag over it. Like, just go like this, put a rag over it. That way you got more grip, and you can just turn it left. Like lefty loosey, righty tighty. So like right now I'm taking it off. But if you can't get it loose, you can use basically any oil filter wrench and just put it over here and turn it. But if you use one with teeth like this, then you probably want to put a rag on it first so it doesn't scratch it. But anyway, so basically just turn that loose, and there's your fill. So I'm going to use this glove. It's just a latex glove when I take the bolt out, but you don't need that. I usually just keep a rag with me, that way I can clean my hands when I'm done. But so right now I'm going to go under there and take the bolt out and drain the oil. So I mean, yeah, I actually think it's easier than other vehicles than a lot of other vehicles, because the oil filter is on the top of the motor, so you don't have to. It's a lot easier to change the oil filter. I'm just gonna go under here. You want to make sure that you're turning it the right way. If you're not sure, then do your research. Just like lefty loosey, righty tighty. I mean, just watch the way I'm turning it, I guess. So. I'm actually not even going to use the glove, because I'm already down here, And yeah, I don't care. So I usually just hold it inwards. I turn it and I push inwards, and then when it's loose, just kind of turn it to the side and just like pull it away. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna get oil on your hands anyway, so. And then I'm just gonna take the bolt with me and clean the bolt off. That way it's ready to put back in. So I'm just gonna use this rag to clean the bolt real quick. Okay, so I got the bolt all clean. I'm just gonna set it right here for now, and then now I'm gonna take the oil filter out. I'm also gonna open this cap. That way the inside of the engine can breathe more and let more of the oil out faster. And this I just turn loose. Put this thing right here, and then this thing just pulls out straight. You just want to watch that you don't get oil all over the place. And just gonna let it drain off a little bit, and then I'll just put it into my oil pan down here. Just gonna lay it in there. Now, I usually like to clean this out a little bit, depending how it looks. I mean, if it looks very dirty, then I like to clean it out, but yeah, if it's not too bad, then it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so the oil is basically all out. I mean, it's just dripping a little bit. So I usually almost always, like, you don't have to do this, but after the oil is all out, I take a little bit of the new oil and just pour it into the fill or wherever you want to. Just pour in like a little bit. I mean, basically how much ever you want to. And then it'll go through the engine, and then it'll take more of the oil, of the old oil out with it. So, I mean, that's basically going to go through the engine, and then it's going to drain out the bottom, and then it's going to take a little more of that old oil out with it. But yeah, I mean, that's just an opinion. I mean, you don't have to do that, but it kind of depends how bad the oil is that was in the engine at first. Okay, so when you open the oil filter, this is the new one right here. Comes with the filter and 2 new O-rings, and this copper bushing, that's for under the bolt. That goes right on here. It acts like a washer, and that basically seals it off. So you're going to want to put that new washer on this bolt and take the old one off. And this big one right here, O-ring goes right here on this cap, if you can see it. And I'm just going to go under there with you can use a flat screwdriver or like a pick like this, and just go under there and yeah, just pop it off. And then the new one just goes right back onto here. That's pretty easy to figure out. And then there's a small one on here, right on the tip here. I can get it to focus, but yeah, right here's the small one. So you just take this, pop this one off, put the small one on here, put the big one on here, and then your copper bushing that goes on the drain bolt. And I'm gonna do that right now. This here actually pops into here then, and then your filter goes over this. So like it fits into your filter like that, but yeah. Okay, so I got the new like O-rings on this one and this one right here. And this black piece in the middle, that actually pops in and out. Like I can pull this off or pop it back in. So if it comes apart when you take the filter out, just pop it back in there. And then your new filter just pops onto here. It doesn't matter which way you put it on these filters. So just pop it in there, and it's all ready. And yeah, now it's all ready to put back in. You don't have to change these O-rings, and I actually don't change them every single time. I usually do like every other time or something like that. It kind of depends, but yeah, that's basically just up to you. And basically just swap. This thing just pulls right off this washer. Just pull that off. Throw that in the trash. Put the new washer on here. That way you don't have any. Okay, so I put the 7 quarts oil in, and now I had the car running for a little bit, and so I'm gonna check to see how full the oil is. So you basically just press this button right here up twice, and on the screen it'll say, if you press it once it'll say check control, press it twice it says oil, then you press this button, the ABC button, just press it inwards, and then it'll show how full your oil is. So it's actually right where it's supposed to be. Sometimes it's lower, and then you just add on to it and then you check it again. But the bad thing is you can only check it once the engine is warm or warmer. So you have to run it a little bit before. If you just start it and the engine's not warm enough, there's gonna be like a clock. If you go to check the oil, it's gonna show a clock right here, and that'll mean that the engine's not warm enough yet. So that's how you check the oil. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I just use this funnel right here and just put the oil in through there. And yeah, this thing you just make hand tight. The main thing is to make sure that the plastic is flush with this. Just tighten it as tight as you can, and yeah, I mean, that should be good. You can use a wrench to tighten it up, but you don't want to make it too tight because it's plastic, so you can strip the threads on it. And like I said, if you put 7 quarts of oil in this car, it's got the 3.0 liter straight 6, then that should be the exact right amount. But if it's too low when you check the oil, just add a little bit and then check it again. But if you happen to put in too much, you can always just open the drain, just take the drain bolt out, not completely, just like pull it off a little bit and let out a little bit, then put it back in. I don't know, just kind of guess to see how much you want to let out. But you probably want to let out, if you do have to take oil out of it, you probably want to take out a little more than you think. That way you can always add, because you don't want to take out like not enough and then you got to check it again and then you got to take out more again. Yeah, if that makes sense. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Like and subscribe, and I hope this video helps you out.